Hey guys, today's video is going to be another Poshmark Q&A. Today is March 1st. Well, being a little tricky. I'm actually filming this on February 29th, but this is going to go up on March 1st. Okay, here we go. We got good questions. First one is, you were talking about a VA, but my problem would be giving someone access to my Poshmark account unless there's another way for someone to do the work of sharing, etc. So how did you do that when you had a VA? Did you give them access to your account? Thanks, because I feel like I'm living on Poshmark. I've been on Poshmark since August 2019, so still a novice, I would say. So yes, I did give this person access to my Poshmark account, and that did kind of scare me at first, but my VA was super trustworthy. She had great reviews. I definitely recommend doing your research on a VA, you know, reading their reviews and like talking to people that have used them before, because you are giving them access to your Poshmark account. They do log in under your account and they share everything under your account. Some VAs share things from their accounts, but you know, if they don't have a lot of followers, I just think that that's kind of a waste, I guess. So yes, you do have to give someone access, and like I said, just do your research. All right, next question, totally off topic. What do you do if fit doesn't match size on tag? For example, I have a top that says extra large, but it fits me. I'm a small medium, so I hate to list it as an extra large. Okay, so what I do is, so if I had something that was an extra large, I would probably list it as a medium, but in the description I would put, like, I would take a picture of the size tag anyway and include that. And in the description, I would say, you know, tag says extra large, but fits like a small medium. And I would provide measurements. That way, if, you know, the person gets it and they're like, hey, I thought it was an extra large, you can be like, hey, read the description. You know, this is what I said. These are the measurements. I've had someone open a case against me because of that before, but I'm like, look, I put it in the description. Like, you know, the tag says this, but like some companies, especially Victoria's Secret, their sizing is just way off. They're not consistent with sizing. Like, I have hoodies that are like a large and they fit me. And then I have hoodies that are like a small and they fit me. And it's just like, it's annoying. So I always provide measurements. And then, you know, it's really up to you if you want to say it's an extra large or if you want to say what you know, truly think the size is. But yeah, just make sure you put it in the description just to cover your bum in case someone tries to open a case against you. Next question is, how do you feel about sellers packaging items in cereal boxes, Pop-Tart boxes, etc.? Apparently I'm the only one that thinks it's tacky as shit. There was a post on a Facebook group yesterday with tons of comments saying it's okay. I mean, they're recycling, so I don't think it's that bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. They're recycling. That's good. It's good for the earth. You know, as long as there's not like food remnants in the boxes, then I would be okay with that, because you know, they're doing good. They're recycling. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's tacky. Next question. I'm about ready to stop sending offers to likers. 98% of the time, no one ever responds, declines, or counter offers. Seems like a waste of time to me. I even leave them a comment letting them know as well. What should I do? So I definitely agree that it's frustrating when you send offers to likers, or you like talk to someone in general and they just ignore you. Like that's totally annoying. But I feel like that's part of the Poshmark game, because not everyone on Poshmark knows all of the Poshmark features. So if you send an offer to someone that just joined Poshmark, they might not know what the hell that is, you know? So again, it's frustrating if they like totally ignore you, but I don't know, try to think of it from their perspective. Maybe they don't know what it's for, or maybe they're just being an ass and ignoring you, you know, like just, yeah, maybe. But I feel like offer to likers is part of the Poshmark game, and again, I know it's frustrating, but I feel like it's something that you gotta do. If you stop sending offers to likers, then you might miss out on sales. So again, it's frustrating, but try not to take it personal. Although some people could be being assholes by ignoring you, other people might not know what an offer is. And you said you left them a comment too. Again, people might not know you can comment on Poshmark, so that's just my way of looking at it. All right, next question is, do you think there's such a thing as a slow season in reselling, or is this just a case of sellers thinking it's a slow season and then putting in less work into their business? That's actually really funny, because a lot of people say the summertime is slow. They're like, oh, summer slowdown, but I had one of my best months ever in the summertime, so yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like there's a slow season. If there's a slow season, I feel like it's right after Christmas, because people are like burnt out from like purchasing a lot of Christmas gifts, you know? But I do think that's a very good point, saying that you know, sellers just think that it's a slow season and they put in less work because people are thinking like, oh, I might as well not work as hard because summer slowdown, I'm not gonna get sales anyway. So yeah, that's a very good point. I don't think there's like a specific season. I think there's just like good days and not so good days. I wouldn't say there's a specific slow season. I don't believe in summer slowdown. I really don't. Okay, next question. How do you find information such as your jacket being a rare print? Do you just know from experience, or is there a way to look up information? I've tried looking for stock photos, item names, and descriptions and never had much luck. Any tips and advice? So she's talking about my last video where I showed you guys my amazing Patagonia jacket that I have decided that I'm keeping. I think I'm like 99% sure. One of you guys commented, you're like, just keep it, just put it in your closet, you know you're keeping it. I said in that video that it was a rare print, and it's because I looked it up. Sometimes I have trouble finding items, so I have found that Facebook groups are super helpful. If you post a picture of an item in a Facebook group, there's always going to be people that know more than you. So Facebook groups are super helpful because you can post a picture and somebody will be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Whereas like you have no clue, you've never seen the brand, you don't even know, you don't know what it is. I also like to use the app called Sellhound, and no, this isn't sponsored, although it would be cool if it was sponsored because I have mentioned them a few times now. So Sellhound, if you want to sponsor me, just let me know. But yeah, Sellhound is super helpful. You can type in the item and it'll pull up comps on all kinds of different platforms. I guess some of it is kind of experience, even though I've only been doing this for not even a year yet. But I can just tell if something is like vintage or something is like rare. I don't know, I can just tell. But again, utilize Facebook groups. They're super, super helpful. All right, next question is, have you ever purchased clothes from your local dry cleaner? I approached a couple and they love the idea. Working on how much to pay per item or per ticket. Thoughts? Love your videos. Thank you. I have never, no, I haven't. And that's actually, hold on. What, do you purchase them because like people forget to pick up their dry cleaning? That's really cool. I've never heard of that before, but I'm very intrigued and I'm definitely gonna look into that. Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like that would be the reason, right? If somebody like, maybe there's a certain amount of time they have to pick up their dry cleaning, and then if they don't, then you can buy it from them. Oh, that is a really good idea because, you know, a lot of things that go to dry cleaners are like nicer things, you know? So, ooh, Daniel, you might be onto something. I'm definitely gonna look into that. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard of that before or done that before, but I'm gonna look into that and I will report back after I do. All right, and last question is, okay, 2 questions. How do you handle a switched order? I accidentally swapped labels on 2 of my orders. Both buyers were very understanding, but what if they weren't? So I've had this happen before where I sent people the wrong things, like I switched labels, and I've had it go both ways. I've had it where the buyers were totally understanding and they both sent the items back, and then I resent the right items to the right people. And then I've had it where they didn't return it and they kept it, which was really annoying, and I had to escalate it to Poshmark, and I ended up getting my earnings back, and it was annoying. But luckily, the person that got the wrong item, like the one who didn't get the item that they were supposed to, they were very understanding that the other person was an asshole and just kept it. So yeah, so that's frustrating. Next question is, have you ever had a Posh Party host say one of your listings was a host pick, but it really wasn't? How does that happen? Happened to me twice on 2 different items. No, I haven't. And the only thing I can think of is, okay, so when you're a host, you can pick between 50 and 100 items as host picks, and maybe they had gone over that, because once you go over that, then it just, the item is no longer a host pick. So let's say I was sharing things, I shared like 100 things, and then there was like a pair of shoes that I shared, and that was 101 things. That wouldn't be shared as a host pick, that would just be shared to the party. So maybe that was the case. But the fact that it's happened to you twice on 2 different items, that's kind of weird. I don't know why somebody would lie about that. Like, I don't know why somebody would be like, oh, I chose, like, how did you know? Hold on. Because you said, somebody said that your listing was a host item. Yeah, so I don't know why somebody would lie about that. That's kind of weird. But maybe it was the case where they went over their listings that they can choose. But yeah, I've never had that happen to me, so I don't know. That's kind of weird. Hopefully it was the case where they went over the listings, and hopefully they weren't being like shady and just lied to you, because that's weird. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it answered your questions. If you have any other questions, you can comment down below, or tweet me, or DM me, and I'll answer them in another video. Also link my Poshmark closet if you want to check out what I got. And My voice just cracked. If you're new to Poshmark and you want to sign up, you can use my code KEEPINITRAD and you'll get a $10 credit. And I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.